Now picture this. Victor Hale, 58 and riding high on his $7 billion AI logistics firm, slid the divorce papers across his marble desk and said, "Take the 10 million and fade out quietly. You were never meant for the pace I run at." Eleanor signed the line without a tremor, left the check untouched, and walked out of their Palo Alto home carrying only an old leather notebook. He never guessed she had just cut the cord to the Voss family's hidden empire. The ports, mines, and shipping lines that had kept his servers running for 12 years. You have to understand something about Eleanor. She met Victor in a cramped cafe when he was still sketching code on napkins. Her quiet $400,000 check through a shell company had kept the lights on that first brutal winter. No one at the company knew. Not the board, not the young CFO who now wore the diamond necklace Victor bought her. To them, Eleanor was the plain wife who brought coffee and stayed in the background. 3 weeks after the signing, Victor's system started glitching in ways no patch could fix. A Taiwanese foundry quietly shifted its priority wafers. 3 Asian suppliers paid their exit penalties the same day and vanished. Victor's stock dropped 30% before lunch. He called emergency meetings, but every number pointed back to resources only the Voss consortium controlled. The early reversal came in a locked file room. Eleanor's notebook held the original convertible note, terms from that first investment. One clause, buried in fine print. Let the note holder reclaim the core patents the moment the company filed for protection or its founders showed gross negligence. She had kept the page folded for a decade. At the Global Supply Chain Summit in Chicago, Victor stood at the podium trying to reassure investors when the lights dimmed and the screen switched to the Voss family crest. Eleanor stepped onto the stage in a charcoal suit, the notebook now open in her hands. She announced Sinclair Voss Nexus, a fully integrated system built on the same infrastructure Victor had lost. The room rose. Victor's CFO whispered that their biggest clients had already signed. Later that night, in the empty hotel lounge, Victor found her alone. "I treated you like dead weight," he said, voice raw. "I see it now. I'm sorry for every slight I threw at you." The next morning, he said the same thing to the press, naming her the quiet architect who had kept the company alive. 2 years on, Victor runs a modest advisory firm from a rented office above a hardware store. Eleanor leads the combined consortium from Geneva, her notebook still on the desk. The silver pen she once gave him rests beside it, returned unasked, a small reminder that the work always mattered more than the name on the door. What lingers is the simple truth. Loyalty built the tower, pride brought it down, and only the one who stayed quiet long enough to see both could decide what remained standing.